Hey, folks, we're back. That's what I'm saying this morning. It's today Thursday. Is it? Okay. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Things are changing rapidly. We're going to talk about everything is changing. I put out something every morning, and some people like it, don't like it. And sometimes what people misunderstand, I'm sorry to put it that way, this is my opinion. This is an opinion show. Yes, I'm buttoning up my shirt. BKP here. And I write some things just to ask some questions, to make us think. I truly want your opinion. Right there it is on there. It's right here. Okay, you could text your opinion to me, what you think. I ask that online. I'm not upset if you disagree. That's not what the show is about. I'm not making jokes, but I have plenty of root beer. I'm drinking early in the morning. I love root beer. Early Stewart's root beer. I'll tell you a little story about that later. Plenty of root beer in the cooler. I got a root beer fridge. So let's look at it like this. A couple things I want to talk about, and I want to talk immediately this morning. Last week, I said to you, Americans out there, and several of you on the telephone. Now, I'm not going to go into a long story, but one time years ago, and I'm going to call it 1999, I was in a CEO's office, a Fortune 500 company, and the individual looked at me and said, "Do you realize how many times you use the word never?" I said, "No, I didn't think about it." Never's a long time. So long story short here, as I say, I'm using the word totally and everything. Yes. Now, there'll be a couple industries that will thrive through this, a couple manufacturers that will thrive, a couple businesses that will thrive. Totally on a whole, the economy's collapsed. There's will collapse, collapsing, and collapsed. Sorry, I think we're there. Now, last week I told you, and many of you personally, and I got a couple different responses. Okay, let me get to. Yes, first of all, number 35, Georgia State Senator Brandon Beach has tested positive for the coronavirus. It has thrown the Georgia State House into full panic. He was there Monday for the vote and didn't feel well, but he came anyway, and they're all in a panic. And yes, the death rate in Georgia has gone to 3, and we will get into that in a minute, and we're not overlooking that. Give me number. I had here just a minute ago, folks. Don't get all worked up. It'll be there. Hang tight. I have it here in my list this morning, and we will have it. Okay. Give me number 15. Now, last week I said that the economy would totally collapse. Now, my concern is, first of all, when I say first of all, this is the 9th, first of all. First of all, let me open up the show. Coronavirus, COVID-19 is real, okay? So anybody that reads my post, anybody that is listening to this show, and you think and you get the if you feel that I don't think it's real and take it serious, you're wrong. It's real. Our reaction is what's concerning me in this country. Our reaction. Number 15, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue closing all their stores because of coronavirus. Will they reopen? Here's what I'm looking at. Okay, I told you this yesterday. There's a couple things. Repeat after me, folks. I don't care how silly it sounds. This way, when you get around some people, if you're allowed to, the government says you can get around somebody. Repeat after me. The same people that lied about everything else are the ones that are telling us how drastic this pandemic will be and created the panic. Everyone, repeat, the same people that lied to us about everything else, we did a complete list yesterday, are the same people that are bringing us the news now and creating the panic of the devastation of this pandemic. Remember that. Number two, I'm trying to tell you very nicely, there's a before and after. America loves a good before and after picture. Before you're fat ass and now you're skinny. We love it. I know. I could do without the name calling. But I'm just saying that, okay? We love a before and after, okay? We love a facial cream. Before we're all wrinkled up, we put this on and boom, after. That's America. We love a good before and after. We go on Facebook and we just search before to see before and after. Stars, where are they now? Before and after. Well, folks, America has a before and after in this that we all need to pay attention to. Before, I've asked you on Facebook this morning and social media, remember, write it down, January 2020. Write it down, January 2020. That's our before. 1999. December 31st, we're partying like it's 2020. And January 2020, mark that in your book. That's the before. Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, Saks, close. How many after this will reopen? How many? Brick and mortar stores, basically, not a thing of the past, but how many will reopen, right? Number 16, restaurant industry could lose 5 to 7 million jobs. Now, last week, you out there, some of you laughed at me, and some of you said I was extreme in my predictions of what this would do. Extreme. I didn't do anything. I'm sitting in the studio talking to you, okay? Restaurant industry could lose 5 to 7 million jobs. Before and after. Now, as silly as it sounds, how many billions with an S of eggs are delivered every day to restaurants? Let's just throw 3 out, okay? IHOP, Waffle House, and Denny's. Let's just use those 3. Perkins, for those of you in Pennsylvania. All right, wherever you're at across the United States, whatever it is. So let's go with Perkins, IHOP, Denny's, and Waffle House. Now, not everybody goes to the drive-thru, okay? And not everybody likes church chicken, okay? Not everybody. Millions of Americans like to go sit down in the morning and get their Grand Slam breakfast or IHOP endless pancakes or Perkins cinnamon buns, whatever you're getting today, okay? Millions like to go sit down, relax, get a cup of coffee. Give me 2 eggs over easy, hash brown, scatter them, chunk them, cover them, wheat toast, or give me that omelet, that massive omelet with hash browns. I'm not making no jokes, folks. No jokes. How many of those men and women that walk up to that table to bring you coffee or whatever it may be? All right? Oh, billions. How about the people that deliver the eggs? The whole total. Now, you're saying you use the word total. Yeah, total economies collapse. The circle, the economic engine that moves is done. Well, here you are being extreme again. No, I am not. The economic engine that turned is turned off. not idling, not slowed down. It's turned off. Well, yesterday somebody called me and said, well, people are going and doing things. They're not paying attention. Number 18. I'm not being extreme. I promise you. They've turned off the economic engine in this country. Okay? Banks are closing their lobbies. We'll get to that in a minute. Number 18. General Motors, Ford, Fiat, Chrysler to temporarily close U.S. factories due to coronavirus. Temporary. What happens after this? How fast will they reopen? Well, BKP, you're overreacting. No, I'm not. The store shelves are empty. Okay? Americans have no work to go to. Yesterday, you wait for national big fancy networks like Fox and CNN and MSNBC and ABC to tell you what's going on outside of your home so you could feel a certain way. I live in the real world. 3 times yesterday, I was contacted either by phone, text, or email of somebody asking me if I have work for them. 3 yesterday. Do you have anything I can do? I have one person that does about 5 to 6 hours of part-time posting on the website a week, has a full-time job, has been doing this for a long time. You don't know who they are. They're in the back channel of the website doing things 4 or 5 hours a week. Yesterday, the message come through, my full-time job. Do you have any more hours you have anything else I can do? Do you realize in just 30 days, the election has changed? Can you imagine January 2020, Donald Trump? You don't want to talk politics? Sure, fine. But it's the future of our country, okay? January 2020, do you realize Joe Biden, let's say, is the candidate and Donald Trump, and they're on a debate stage, boom. Remember, they're on a debate stage, and the moderator says to Joe Biden, well, we would hope, unemployment's at 3.5. Minorities are experiencing the lowest unemployment rate in recorded history, blah, blah, blah. Why should people change? Vice President Biden, why should people vote for you? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now we'll just take that one thing. Fast forward. Fast forward to the real world. Back to the future. How about Back to the Future this morning? Back to the Future. How about that? Let's go to the real world. Now the debate question. Okay? Candidates at this current, during the current economic crisis, which one of you can convince Americans to vote for you based on you will bring down unemployment? Would you have dreamed in January that there would be any way a debate question could be who would be best? Who can Americans trust to bring down unemployment? Well, I never thought of that. Well, you better. Because I'm telling you, now when we go into these unemployment and these crashes, okay, when we go into these, we don't calculate the subcontractors. So if home building, if it would come to a screeching halt or whatever, the subcontractors in this country that, office cleaning companies, okay, a lot of these small companies, cabin cleaning companies, a lot of these people, husband and wife, they create a company, okay? They go out and clean cabins. John and Jill's cabin cleaning, all right? And they do it together and they make a pretty good living. They can't go file for unemployment. They don't show up on the roll. There's so much in this. What is a campaign promise we may hear? This is not a joke. If you elect me, I will put a ventilator in every home in America. Well, you're talking crazy this morning. No, I'm not. Damn it, watch the news. Oh, we're going to be out of ventilators. I don't have a mask. I should have a mask in this damn show right now. I need some root beer. Sorry, folks. Your courthouse, they're closing them. Your tax money, we the people, our courthouses around the country are going to soft closings. You have to have an appointment to go to your public records. Now, I'm not calling out any county because this is happening everywhere. Courthouses, probate judge. Now, I'm not calling any county names. Clerk of court, all of them, locking the doors and putting a phone outside in the hall and pointing to it. Big sign. If you need us, point. What the hell? Well, you're not taking this serious. If you would be taking this serious, you'd understand. Brandon Beach, put up number 35 just for a second. Brandon Beach tested positive. And he was down there at the Capitol. Folks, I was down at the Capitol the Monday of qualifying opening up. Packed. And everybody was fist bumping and elbow bumping and like, what the hell's going on? It was Corona Monday. How many people in there are going to test positive? Take that back off. Go to number 18. Your courthouses are closing. I know. I'm not taking this serious. Well, you're not taking it serious. Folks, I'm not upset. I said I was going to keep my composure. Do I have composure to begin with? All right, number 24. Hey, do you have the picture of the number one fan yesterday? You know, the canine was watching. If you remember that one, get that one up there for the number one fan when I call for it. From yesterday, if you look for it. Number 24, 8,900 cases, at least 153 dead. Okay. Let me ask the question here. Has your wife looked over at you and said, what's really going on? Is there something they're not telling us? Have your children looked at you? You know, the ones that are not on the beach at spring break that's freaking everybody out because they're partying and drinking beer and snorting cocaine out of some girl's belly button. I know. You didn't like that, right? Oh, my God. Why did he say that? I'm just saying. Okay. You're all worked up. All right. I could have. They're smoking weed, no cocaine. All right, parents, relax. The kids are not doing anything. But anyhow, are the kids looking at you and saying, what's really going on? Why can't we go outside? Well, wait a minute. They don't go outside anyway. They play video games. There's two sides of this. 8,900 cases. Folks, there are 327 million Americans. If you're new to the show, I talk to myself a lot. But you're not taking this serious. Just saying. 327 million Americans. 153 deaths. Okay, now, I want to say this. I want to get this in here. Thank God, Donald J. Trump is president of the United States at this time. I watched a press conference yesterday. he is the peak of sanity in front of this. And thank God he's president of the United States. Okay. And he's not worried. It's the China flu, folks. He ain't got time for this racist, the media racist. It's the Kun flu. We'll play some of those videos in a minute. 153 deaths. There's new ones reported. We're floating hospital ships out on each coast. We have a shortage of beds, ventilators, masks. Even if we flatten the curve and everything that they talk about takes place, and this turns out to kill 10,000 Americans, I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. If at the end of this, the death rate is 10,000, and they say, well, it would have been 2.2 million. That's a far cry from the 2.2 million that we put up the other day that they scared the hell out of everybody. All right. That's going to be sad, but that's going to be less than the flu, the regular old-fashioned flu. That's going to be less than, if a loved one dies today, there's funeral homes. It's already out. We are reporting it right now. Funeral homes that are limiting funerals to 45 people. Yes. It's everything you don't think about is going on. 45 people. Funeral homes are setting up visitation in time blocks. So I'm being very serious now. If you're from somewhere else, you may not understand that. But if you're from the South or rural America, when someone in the community passes on, we go and pay our respects. And there's some people that, we stand in long lines. And actually, when you go to the funeral home, that's when you see everybody and say hello to everybody you hadn't seen in a long time, but you're standing in line with this close. Now, I'm taking it serious. I just want you to think there's a before and after on all of this. Funeral homes. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. Banks. I want to throw this out because I want to end this. And I know you think I'm all over the map, but I'm just wanting you to take the thought from here to here. Our constitutional rights, our courthouses, our schools that we bought and paid for, are they going to send you the money? Why will they not do a tax holiday? It's really simple, folks, why they're not going to do a tax holiday. If you actually get your paycheck, you will then say, damn, they've been taking all my money. You remember, okay? They closed stores before. After, how many will reopen? If they gave you a tax holiday and they gave you every dollar you had coming on Friday and they did it for 90 days, the next paycheck that it started coming out again, there would be a major revolution in this country just on taxes alone, taxation alone. I believe America's eyes are wide open. I really do. I believe our eyes are wide open. Yes, we have our toilet paper snatchers. And yes, we have our people waiting in line that can't wait to get swabbed because their nerves are shot. Yes, there's the panic out there in America. But I believe Americans' eyes are wide open, okay? I really do. There's people that have never owned guns before. Maybe even Democrats are rushing to buy a gun. Yes. All right. Remember TARP, Troubled Assets Recovery Program? As though it's TARP. Remember that? You remember when we rushed to save the banks with your tax money? Remember that? When our tax money rushed to save the banks? The banks are flush with cash. So how could they help us now? We'll talk about that. Let's take a break. I'm all over the map, but hey, put our number up. You can text me, tell me what you think. And we have our new app. I know you've been putting our new app up. And if you don't want to hear politics and you don't want to hear whatever, we have our Sunday morning edition. that has took off last week. It's great. Now let me see what else. Oh, I am not able to keep up with everything medically concerning the virus because the virus is real. Dr. Whaley is working on that. I want to give a shout out to Dr. William Whaley. I have text messages, I have emails. He is working around the clock, and I'm going to put it out there. The guy's 80 years old. He's phenomenal. All right. He's brilliant, Dr. William Whaley. He is working around the clock on information, and we will have Ask the Doc tomorrow morning at Circuit World. So at 8:10 in the morning, we'll be Ask the Doc, and I think Dr. Marlowe is going to join us again, infectious disease physician down in Atlanta. Two bright guys that are keeping up with this. So on the medical side, I'm talking political, I'm talking where we're at constitutionally. On the medical side, Dr. William Whaley will be with us in the morning, and you do not want to miss their update because it's on target. And he will not be in one of the bubbles in an isolated area. He will be on set with me. So is that it? Oh, take a break. I'm going to drink some root beer. I'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. There is the way to get in touch with me right there. Let me know what you think. If Destiny, I just sent some more pictures. What I'm doing every day is I'm trying to hold on just a minute. I want to check something out here. Every day I'm sorry about that. Going through the media and trying to show you the panic they're trying to create. Sorry about that. I'm pulling something up. Yesterday, West Virginia won an award. They won the award for the longest state, the state to hold out the longest without the coronavirus. And there's actually a T-shirt now. West Virginia, the coronavirus champion. I ordered one yesterday. I sent the person that put it on Facebook a message and said, can you send me one? It's on the way. I'm going to get one of those. Now, I want to show you something. I just sent you some pictures. Okay. Do you have the picture of my number one fan? Do you have that one? That I asked you to pull up from yesterday? There he is. That's number one fan. One of the viewers had the phone on the bedstand there, the nightstand, and the dog was watching, and they caught the dog watching and listening to the show, took a picture and sent it to me. So there's number one fan. I just want to say there's a before and after. I've told you that. Can you give me, do you have it ready? If you don't, it's okay. Do you have number 36? Whenever you get 36, put it up. There you go. Okay. Now there's Sassafras and Pup Pup, and we're at St. Patrick's Day. Last year or 2 years ago or whatever, every year Ella J has a great parade called St. Patrick's Day. You bring the pet down, put a green ribbon. Sassafras has a shirt on, a green shirt there. There's Pup Pup, Lisa, myself, just enjoying St. Patrick's Day with the community, all of our dogs in a nice little parade. You can take that down now. Blue Ridge, the Humane Society of Blue Ridge sponsors just every year Paul's in the Park. There's all kinds of those things that America, we're not enjoying. That was canceled. We're not getting out to enjoy the Wine Highway this weekend. So I know when you say, why do you say totally collapse? I'm not the one putting you in fear. I'm not the ones that closed the airports. I'm not the ones that sent everybody home. I'm not the one that closed the restaurants and the bars. Okay. So let me go through this. I want to get to this. All right. Number one, the current state of the economy. All right. Now, these people are working overtime to collapse anything and everything that's even remotely left in this economy. Okay. So, anyhow, I want to say if there's any banker, let's be clear, because I know how sometimes things get spun out of control. If there's any local banker out there this morning that's listening, I'm not upset with you. Okay. I'm not. There you go. I'm not calling your bank bad names. There you go. But America, let's remember something. In 2008 and 2009, 2008 and 2009, 2010, we gave King Henry Paulson, okay, the Treasury Secretary, like $800 billion. You remember TARP? Troubled Asset Relief Program or whatever, TARP, right? You remember we forced that money onto the banks. They were supposed to get it out to you and I and whatever. And some of us got upset because bankers got big bonuses that year and whatever, and it propped up their stock. And the banks, there was banks that said we didn't need it and we got it forced on us. All the above. But you remember, let's just call it, we save the banks. Remember. Now, at that time in 2010, a total economic collapse of the banking system, our banking system, our financial system, we would be through. They were too big to fail. If we did not prop them up and put money back in the hands of Americans, which you and I know did not happen, because if you went to the bank, we're not bad-mouthing our little local banker that we, know in town. But if you went to the bank, you were hearing, sorry. Now think about this. I want to bring this back for just one reason, okay? Remember when you went in 2010 and you're trying to get a little loan and say, hey, I'd like to keep the doors of my family business open, or I'd like to do this or that, or, just put a garage on the house. Well, you don't understand. The collateral necessary, you got to have 3 times the collateral. People are going to say, well, wait a minute, you're a little off. But no, I know as I speak. Remember the banker that said, if I was to stack the new federal regulations. See, when you forced them to take the money, they had to take the federal regulations. Remember the banker that looked at you and said, if I was to stack all the federal regulations that went with, that are new on lending, it'd be about this tall. Remember that? Now, I'm going to tell you, I remember very clearly, it'd be about this high. You remember when the federal government sent members of the FDIC and had them in offices. Remember when you walked in your local bank and you said, who's that up front? They're with the government. They come in, they got an office now in our bank. Remember all that? Okay. The reason I'm saying that is now today, the banks are flush. The president came out himself, report card on banks, healthy. Plenty of money. Plenty of money. We got money, plenty of money. Regulations are down. Now, let me just say this. How about if all of the banks, because I'm going to tell you, this is a little bit of false advertising right here, okay? Number 38. Okay. Trump administration suspending all foreclosures, evictions until the end of April. Little false advertising. All foreclosures? No. If you have a credit line or if you have a home loan, a traditional home loan that is not HUD, you need to make your payment. This is misleading. Now, millions of Americans are going to call a bank and say, I don't have to make my home loan. That's what's on the screen. Misleading, folks. Very misleading. Now, this is the HUD Secretary's department, Ben Carson. So if you have a HUD apartment, you have a government apartment, you got to pay so much, you can't get evicted. If you have a HUD loan, you cannot be foreclosed on at this time. But if you have a traditional loan and your job ended and it's not backed by HUD and the federal government, there you go. You need to make your payment. Now back to the banks. Be careful. The scams are getting ready to hit like you would not believe. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Back to the banks. Now, the government is looking at 2 dates to send you a check. I love the fact that they're going to send you a check and America's going to cheer and thank the government for sending whose money? Theirs? No, it's yours. And it'll be yours to pay back when it goes on the debt. But the American people are waiting for 2 cash payments from the government. What if the bank said, and I know this could be really out there, but what if the bank sent you a note and said, here's what we're going to do. Your next three, maybe two, maybe one, but your next three house payments are going to go on the end with no penalty. We're going to give you 90 days. We're going to give the time for the virus to flush out. See, it's not you and I, folks. We're being told by the government it's going to take X time for this to, flatten the curve. We hear flatten the curve. It's going to take X time for us to hit the straightaway again. And we do hear, and I heard from the chairman of FedEx last night. I listened to an interview with him, but we're being told it's going to be a V, economy down, up. We got it. But in the V that you and I keep hearing up here at the top might be 90 days, might be 100, right? So what if the bank said, okay, you didn't create this America. You didn't do this. It's not because you didn't go to work. It's not because you didn't get a job. It's not because you're, not trying to make your payments. Okay. You are current. So since you are current today and you've been current for a year, whatever the deal is, we're going to take 3 house payments, push them to the end, no interest, no penalties. We're going to take 3 car payments, push them to the end. Okay. By no fault of your own, because we're flush with cash. And then after you start paying, we're going to take the interest off for another 90 days. And then we're backpedaling. Everybody's in good shape. Why not? Remember, we help them. So my question is, again, we're not upset with your local banker on the corner, okay? But the reality is the people at the top of these banks, we helped you. Are you going to help us in America? You're flush with cash. Now, the other thing is grocery stores, bank lines, they're closing their lobbies. Drive-throughs, people are grabbing their cash out of the bank, buying a gun, even Democrats. We take a break. We're going to come back. We got to talk about the scams. We got to talk about a lot more. We don't have enough time in 2 hours, but we got to think about a whole lot of things. And we're cheering that the government's going to send us a check. Wartime president with the Kung flu. Didn't you love it? Kung flu yesterday. Their heads are popping off. Take a break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Folks, please. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Please get your Constitution out. Well, you need to put that thing away right now, boy. It's serious out there. This touching and squeezing and feeling, it's got to stop immediately. Please get your Constitution out. Well, you have the right to go out and get that virus if you want, but you don't have the right to give it to somebody else. Okay, I got it. Back away from the Constitution. Back away right now. Hey, folks, just saying. Okay. All right, church is closed. I'm just saying, scams. First of all, I say this, please, folks, let's go over a couple things. Yes, I know some of you are all excited. The government's going to send you money. Okay, I get it. I get it loud and clear. All right. And we're going to talk about some things here. Let me see. Let me get the number up. Okay. Give me number 33. And MSNBC put this up. And actually, this was one thing, a couple things here that they put up that I did grab this because I agree. Okay. The federal government won't ask you to pay any upfront fees or charges. So, folks, please don't let the pond scum prey on our senior citizens. And if you purchased over 36 rolls of toilet paper yourself, you may need this message. I understand. I just offended a whole lot of people. But if you went and purchased more than 36 rolls of toilet paper because the world is ending, and just because some people don't give a SH ***, you do, you may need to pay attention to this. Senior citizens, all jokes aside, look, no one's going to call you and say, look, all right, you know how on tax refunds you can go to some reputable places, one being our friend Beth Bennett at H&R Block. And I don't know the rules. I don't know how they do it, but you can qualify or get a loan for a certain amount against your tax refund, one thing after another, right? You're not going to be able to do this. So if someone calls you and says, we can disperse your cash now and you don't have to wait till this date, it's not true. For a fee of $100, we will put $2,900 in your bank. It's not true. Okay. The government will not call and ask you for your Social Security number, bank account, or credit card number. They won't do it. It's not true. Okay. These checks are not yet reality. Anyone who says they can get you the money now is a scammer. Folks, the money's not reality yet. It's not. And when it does, my suggestion to you is to wait till it comes in the old-fashioned mail. And it actually looks like a check. That's my suggestion. Now, in the Wayback Machine, remember 9/11, and I don't know if it was $200 or $300. It was determined on how many kids you have. And at that time, we only had one minor child, or under 18, not minor, under 18. So you got $300 per kid or something. Some people got $900, $1,200, 4 kids. But the government sent you a check after 9/11 wanting you to go out and shop. Take this money, go out and shop, okay? You got a real check in the mail. This, if and when it's done, will be a real check. That's my suggestion to everyone out there, okay? Do not take a phone call and give out any information. Anybody, this will happen, okay? It's going to happen. Number 32, the pond scum are out there and they're waiting, okay? This brings out all the best in some people. Scammers may try to steal direct payments to Americans for coronavirus relief. Now, I want to talk to small business owners. I want to talk to everybody, okay? Be careful, all right? I can tell you right now, as much as I keep up with, whether you want to laugh at me or not, I couldn't begin to tell you what's available. I've already heard small business loans are out there and ready, where to file for this, where to file for that. Caution. Go to reputable sites, maybe like ourselves, Fetch Your News, or the state, or the sites that are reputable. But be careful, business owners out there. If you get a phone call and it's somebody that says we do small business lending and you became eligible through this special program and your small business is eligible for X loan, okay, get all the ID from them, get references, go online, see if they're real, see if they're it's real easy to find to see if they have complaints against them, if it's a legit company. Do not give anything out. You do not qualify for any damn thing that some guy calls or lady and says, hey, guess what you're qualifying for today? If you'll give me your information and fill out this form with your tax ID number or social security number and bank account. Bank accounts, why, if you'll give us your bank account number, we can directly deposit your funds and make them available probably by 2 this afternoon. I'm not making this up, okay? If a company calls and claims they are a mortgage company and they're able to shift your mortgage to their company at a better rate because it's now zero and extend your payment, just be careful. Be careful, all right? Hell, call me. You may think that's the most arrogant statement in the world, but if you're out there and you get a call about your mortgage, your car, your small business, or the money coming to your pocket and you think it's a scam, call me, damn it. I'll help check it out. I will check out that scammer, boom, just like that. And if I find out they're scamming you out there, I know their type. If I find out they're scamming you, I'll go to the authorities. I'm not joking. We got to watch for the pond scum. And please watch for the pond scum that's calling your senior citizens. Folks, I just want to talk about scams that are headed our way and be careful of it. I'm going to take a break and regroup and come back because it is 9 o'clock and we're going to go into some other things going on in the economy. How are they campaigning? Now, State Senator Brandon Beach in Georgia is tested positive. So, like John Wilkinson, that's running for the 9th Congressional District, a current state senator in Georgia, can he go anywhere for 14 days? Can he write the Federal Election Commission and say, hey, I couldn't go out of the house for 14 days? Will this affect our elections? You're going to see. Take a break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show, 9:07 in the morning, Thursday morning. I want to make sure I open every segment when we come back with stating I believe the coronavirus is real. COVID-19 is real. I believe that. I have a lot of concerns on how we're reacting to it. Now, President Trump said yesterday he is a wartime president. He signed the act, I forget the name, to make it to where he can actually demand manufacturers produce certain goods during wartime. And he said enemy several times. Okay. Are we at war? And he said the unknown enemy, the enemy you can't see. He keeps calling it the China virus, whether the media gets mad or not. So I don't want to start anything, but did China attack the world? Did they? Because you find it interesting, and I just ask questions. I'm not conspiracy theory crazy as hell. I've watched all the videos, but I'm really asking questions. So this morning in Wuhan or Hunhun or Kunchung, China, you can make fun of it or not, Wahoo, China, 0 cases. Damn, you say. This morning, China is reporting no new cases. Now, I do not like the Washington Post. I do not like the New York Times, all the above, but they kicked them all out of the country, okay? And they have no new cases. Okay, let's go with number 25. Let's just put our caseload up here right now. We have 153 fatalities this morning. Interesting. China got a handle on it. Now, I just want you to think they got a handle on it. They cleaned it up. Now there's reports that China is way ahead of us as a country on all these things, and they got a handle on it, and we have failed at all these different precautions that we should have been taking. Interesting. Did China attack us? Now, I've asked this morning over and over and over to get your Constitution out, okay? Because all these bills are flying, all right? They're flying, and I think we should have our Constitution right there. Here's a message I got from a viewer, and this is a Trump supporter. I know for a fact this is a Trump supporter. America knew, and this is not where I'm trying to divide us or get ugly. What was Ted Cruz known for in the 2016 presidential campaign? Why was there Trump and then Ted Cruz, right? Why? Ted Cruz was the constitutionalist. Ted Cruz campaigned on the Constitution. Ted Cruz was out front in his campaign in 2016, Constitution, Constitution, Constitution. So you have the people that were supporting Trump, then Ted Cruz. So if you went and asked your friends, why are you supporting Ted Cruz? The Constitution. Ted Cruz knows the Constitution. He's going to uphold the Constitution. We've got to get back to the Constitution, right? Okay. America knew, this is the text message I got from a viewer. America knew when they elected Donald Trump, he didn't know the Constitution. Now, I say that in all due respect, and I think this viewer does also. They didn't know the Constitution. We knew he didn't know the Constitution. But guess what? When Trump went into office, he made friends with Cruz. Remember, Ted Cruz, they're friends. They get along, right? We expected Ted Cruz and Rand Paul is still doing it, but we expected Ted Cruz to call and say, Mr. President, what you're saying is unconstitutional. Can we talk? Right? Now, there's a couple things to think about that this viewer brings up. Where is Ted Cruz? Oh, he's quarantined. Where's Ted Cruz? Where is he? Quarantined? Where are these members? Where's Ted Cruz? Quarantined? Where's the person that's calling President Trump and saying, why is Mitch McConnell so excited about getting this money out? Because let me tell you something. Mitch McConnell wants to get those shipping lanes back and forth to China for his family, for his family to get back. This is her what's her name? Chung? I don't know what her name is. Transportation, his wife. Or they got that Chinese shipping lanes. You got that back and forth, back and forth. Boom, 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 right? Got to get that going immediately. Trump saved America when he shut off China travel immediately. They went crazy. Everybody's got the videos. Trump saved this country the day he shut off that China travel. One more thing the viewer brings up that I do like. Funny how the virus got to CPAC first. Where'd the virus get to? CPAC. Right? Got to CPAC first. Now, let's go through a couple things here. You know, it was just Saturday. Remember, I'm telling you this morning, yesterday, I tried to stay focused on the ones that are bringing us the information are the ones that lied to us about everything else. I'm going to say that over and over. This is an orchestrated economic collapse. Oh my God, I don't believe you went there. This is a orchestrated economic collapse. I'm for sure you can remember that. Orchestrated, put together, okay, came with instructions right out of a box, orchestrated, greatest economy, maybe of all time in this history, collapse. There you go. The same people that orchestrated the economic collapse are the same people that lied to you about everything. Lied to you about every single damn thing. We now have, in Peach 45, we now have Maxine Waters as the head of a committee in the House debating how much money to give Americans. Now, let me say this. Damn it, I am so pissed off. Let me say this. January 2020, Republicans had a chance to take back the House. Well, they still do. I think they still do. All right. January 2020, Republicans had a chance to take back the House because we could run on Nancy Pelosi tearing up the State of the Union address, and damn it, not a soul remembers that. We could run on Nancy Pelosi and their not bipartisan impeachment of the president. We can run on so many things. We can run on the economic numbers. We can run on this, that, and the other thing. We got them by the whatever you want to call it. You fill in the blank. Just January 2020. Why Nancy tore that speech up. Why they didn't even stand up and applaud this person and that person. All the things we can run on. Now, your member of Congress, a Democrat in the 40. Remember, there's 40 spots that we were zeroed in on. Boom, 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 boom. It's like sonar, baby. 40 spots in this country. Ready to pull the trigger. Knock that Democrat out of the seat. Even had opponents against AOC and all the whack jobs. Right? Now, these members of Congress can go back and campaign that they voted yes to send you money. You better wake up, damn it. In those districts, these members could go and say, when times got tough and when it called for tough measures, you need to send me back because I'm the one that voted yes for you to get that SBA loan. I'm the one that voted yes to bail you out. I'm the one that voted yes to put money in your pocket, a chicken in every pot, and a ventilator in every damn living room, and a mask to wear. That was me. I did that for you. Oh, laugh. Let me pause for a minute. Go ahead. Laugh your ass off. Sorry. But I'm just saying. Where was I? Oh, talking about the orchestrated economic collapse. Number 25. We're up to 153 dead. 327 million Americans. Now, we are going to explain, or I'm going to explain, where the hell's everybody else if I keep saying we? What, I got a mouse in my pocket? I'm going to explain to you, I hate the word explain. I'm going to share with you, yes, as they swab people, and yes, as you have your 48-hour virus, and yes, as you recover, the numbers will go up, but it's not a panic mode. Yes, out of the 153, let me say this, okay? Italy. Why, you don't even care about my Italian friends. Yes, I do. Damn it. I love you Italians. I love the whole world. But Italy, right? Just saying, I don't want to go there right now. All of the cases in the United States, all the cases in Italy and Spain, when I say all, well, the majority of the cases, like the 153, underlying health problems. They would, out of the 153, a good majority of them are ready to check out anyway. Just saying. Did you enjoy your stay? Yes, I did. Well, you out of here. Check out. It's tomorrow. I'm booked through Friday. I don't care. You're getting out early. It's the only way I know how to put it. 153. I know. People are mad. I'm not taking it serious. All right, let's go. Let's go through the pictures. I'm just going to go through the media. I didn't get to send all of them to Destiny, but we will do this. Number 52. Dow briefly wipes out gains under Trump's presidency. Okay. Remains slightly positive since his election. Okay. Now, I listen back here, okay? So when I get here and we hit crisis mode, I feel pretty good sometimes of what I'm about to say in these tough times. So I want you to listen to this really close, because we are in March 19, 2020. Okay. Put a mark on this time at 9:20, Destiny, March 19, 2020, 9:20 a.m. That means an hour and 20 minutes into the show when we have to find this later. Okay. Now, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. September, October, November, August. Let's go there, right? All right, so keep in mind, the media has done every single thing to try to convince you that this has been Obama's economy. That's right. Pause, because you know I'm right. They have done everything back here to try to pull into here all the economic numbers in January, all of them in 2019. The media has worked through and done charts and graphs on how the economy belongs to Obama. So now Trump has erased all of Obama's economy, according to the media, right? When Trump and Biden debate, the media will ask Joe Biden if he remembers, because he's not that bright, if he remembers how Obama brought the economy back, and can he bring it back like Obama did? Because Trump never had an economy. This is according to the left. You better mark this down. According to the left, this economy's never been Trump's. This has been the results of Barack Hussein Obama. According to the left, this is Trump's collapse, not Obama's, Trump's collapse. According to the left, this is Trump. Everything that Trump's presidency has been wiped out. And they are going to try to get America to decide who's best to bring back Obama's economy. You might think, wait for those quotes, wait for those little words. Okay, well, they'll never say bring back Obama's economy. Wait a minute. Wait till the media gets on the other side of this and gets in September. And we get close to the election. And they start running, mark this down, they start running that January 2020, the before, was Obama's economy. And they bring out somebody like Stephen Ratner at MSNBC, that is an economist that worked for Barack Hussein Obama, to start showing you the charts and graphs and that show you where Trump collapsed the economy. They will already have forgotten the virus. They won't, but I'm serious. And they will start looking at who is best suited to bring back not Trump's economy, Obama's. So I said all that. It's timestamped. We'll go back to it later. Every single thing they've done. Remember, I told you the other day, what? Remember the polls way back here. Wow, they didn't know there was going to be a virus, and what are you trying to say? How can you say that? They didn't know a virus was coming, and you're saying, whoa, hold on. Don't put that in the mix. Just go all the way back here with all the polls, because we got the pictures of the polls. We save them. Go all the way back here with all the polls, right? I'm going to bring them up when it's time, where Trump don't stand a chance. This is pre-corona. This is PC, pre-corona, right? Trump don't stand a chance. Biden beats him in every poll. We've showed them to you. Beats him in every poll, right? Remember that just yesterday? Now Biden's going to be the opponent. Woo! All right, so number 51, the kids won't listen. Those damn kids will not listen. U.S. health system braces addressing the shortage of tests. There is the damn kids on the beach. I think I got a niece on the beach. I got to be careful, man. I think I got a niece that just friggin' said the hell with it and went to the beach. But they're scaring the hell out of the kids. We got to save the kids. We got to save the kids. Number 50, U.S. health system braces. There you go. There's the GM and Ford closing. Now, I love these every day. CNN, MSNBC, Fox, they're all getting these doctors in a bubble somewhere. And it sounds like we're calling in from an undisclosed location. We're in a bubble somewhere. We cannot come out of our bubble. I got it. Well, here it is. I'm just showing you that number 49. Doctor out of Seattle. He was on the bubble this morning, calling in, quarantine. Here's another one, 48. Nobody around him. All right. I love these call-ins, 48. Now let's go to 47. Corona. This is CNN. We're just letting you know how everybody's at coronavirus cases in America and U.S. We went from 1,200 March 11th to March 18th, 8,736. Shortage of testing materials, equipment, medical staff. I'm going to run for president. I'm going to run for office, and here's my campaign promise. If you elect me, I will put a ventilator, and I will send you every 90 days 100 new masks. I'll put a ventilator in every. Number 46, they're pushed to the brink. Coronavirus could swamp healthcare system. Here's what they're trying to create with the healthcare system. Now, this is for every one of you that bought over 36 rolls of toilet paper. I know they get the job. I do that. I go twice a year. I don't know how many times. I don't count my, all right. But anyhow, you get the 36 pack, right? I don't buy it. I mean, single got an apartment, you might get the 4-pack, but whatever. If you purchased over 36 packs of toilet paper, and that constitutes you basically have lost your mind in America. I'm sorry, put it that way. You're the same people that are going to feel a tickle in your throat and run to the emergency room. They will beg you not to go. This is why, just like your grocery stores, folks, have been overwhelmed. This is the same thing that will overwhelm the healthcare system in this country, not the coronavirus. There'll be lines of people before the end of next week, probably at hospitals, and there will be people with bullhorns that are yelling outside the door that are in full containment suits. Go away! We don't have enough beds for you. Go away! I know. Don't you love the show? I'm crazy as hell, right? I didn't buy 36 packs of rolls of toilet paper. All right, so that's another one. Let's see. Okay, let's go to 44. We're going through our pictures now. I'll show you. U.S. markets fall sharply as rampant volatility takes hold, right? All right, let's go to another one here. Here it is, 43, McConnell. Senate will not leave town without passing economic package. And we get those boats going back and forth to China. My wife's all over my ass. Hey, you know how much money my family's losing between here and China? I'm almost out of root beer. Number 42, White House seeks trillion in stimulus package. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. I have to be an American now. Oh, and we cheer. Oh, cheer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whoo, wow. 41, White House, Washington Post, trillion in stimulus. But the Chinese have stopped the corona. Number 40, Trump signs coronavirus aid package with paid sick leave and free testing. Free testing? Wow. I wonder if they will package that. I think I could go to ancestors.com, get my free swab of DNA, and also find out where I come from, who my ancestors are. I see the upside of this. 39, Congress weighs cash for Americans, lifelines for businesses after Trump signs coronavirus sick leave bill. Whoo. 38, Trump administration suspending all foreclosures, evictions until end of April. False, false, not all. Pay attention. Number 37, here's a couple bullet points. Trump signs Family First Coronavirus Response Act. Now, Ivanka has been all over the country, and Ivanka's been trying to get the family leave package signed for quite some time. Just saying. Just think about it. Provides free coronavirus testing. Let me ask you a question. This is serious. If you're at home and you're quarantining yourself, the government didn't tell you to, and you think, I'm just going to stay home a couple of days, see what happens here. If you were to get the virus, would you just stay home for the 72 hours it takes to run through and nobody would ever know? Ensures paid emergency leave for those who are infected or caring for a family member with coronavirus. Provides additional Medicaid funding, food assistance, and unemployment benefits. Number 34. Hospitals report dire mask shortages. We've got our drive-through. Here's somebody rolling down the window saying, I thought I was at Wendy's. Where's my loaded baked potato? I'm not making fun of things, folks. I'm not. Drive-through testing services. Shortages. 31. Europe passes China in virus deaths on Italy's deadliest day. Surpassed China. Did China attack the world? Now, I'm just asking. I'm asking the question. Did China attack the world? 29. Do you consider America to be on the wartime footing in terms of fighting the virus? Trump labels himself a wartime president in battle against coronavirus pandemic. Were we attacked? Why can't we ask the question? Now, here's where they're trying to scare. All right, my words. The deep state made a mistake in reporting because the reporting was just senior citizens. And then we realized we should have scared the hell. We should have said the kids, then that would have scared the parents and the grandparents even more. Oh, we got to save our kids. Oh my God, I didn't know the kids could get it. Get inside. 28. Young adults make a big portion of coronavirus hospitalizations in U.S. They figured out we got to get the kids involved. Number 27, the reason I keep showing the same thing but different screenshots is to show you how the media is trying to make such a dire picture of what's going on out there. Number 26, U.S. coronavirus coordinator, number of COVID-19 cases will dramatically increase in the next few days. Also, recoveries will increase. Relax. 25 is 153 deaths. Now West Virginia's colored in, and we could feel much better. Did you not think yesterday's map or the day before with West Virginia not colored in is like the kid that was coloring in the map and left West Virginia? 24, 8,900 cases, at least 153 dead. No coming back. Number 3, Washington Post, Trump's $1 trillion stimulus is a gamble for re-election and a sea change for Republicans once opposed to bailouts. Yeah. So this is accurate in an opposite way. How could I put this? Trump doesn't give an expletive about how his rescue plan affects the federal debt, according to the White House official who spoke on the condition of anonymity. As always, to be frank, it's all about the markets and the economy for him. It's all about job numbers, okay? Election. Remember, write it down, January 2020. All right? Now go into September, October, and November. September and October, those last 60 days. How do Republicans go into their Republican districts and say, remember they voted for TARP? Remember Republicans had to answer for that? Remember that? Let me see here. Now, let me see. Did Obama capitalize on the economic collapse? And did he go into 2008? Did he go into office? Did Obama go into office with a Democrat Senate and a Democrat House? Did he go into office with Arlen Specter of Pennsylvania flipping the Democrat, making it the 60th vote in the Senate for Obamacare? Did he go into office, Dem in the White House, Dem, here's the gavel, Nancy Pelosi, and Dem, the head of the Senate? Did he? Economic collapse? Did Americans get upset conservatives with their elected officials that voted for that bailout? Oh, yeah. Republicans that say, I voted for the bailout. Oh, there's a lot of people out here not up for these bailouts. Will Republicans pay the price at the polls? Will Americans come through for the Democrats once again and say, thank you for sending us a check? I better take a break because I'm on to something. Yes. Well, you should stay focused. You should stay on the coronavirus. You should just put everything aside and just focus on this pandemic. Yeah, I will right after this break. Got it?
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We got about 15 minutes. We are going to end the show with our question for the Magic 8 Ball of the day. We have the 8 Ball here. Magic 8 Ball. We are going to ask our question of the day to the Magic 8 Ball. And here's my Trump hat. I am still a President Donald Trump supporter. Whistle for God knows what reason. Here is the, you remember over in Cherokee County, North Carolina, the gun shop, which guns are flying off the shelf. I wanted to do a special assignment, but I don't have enough people. We were going to actually go to gun manufacturers. We will call two of our top advertisers, Cherokee Gun and Straight Shooters, as you see them, and ask them some questions today, but we just don't have the people to do it. But I did watch a report last night. People are standing in line to get guns. Now, I do think it's unconstitutional, and I think it's wrong, and I think Governor Brian Kemp, and we should tell him to tell the probate judges in Georgia to take applications in our judges that we elect, that our taxes pay, their salary, that we want them to take applications for gun permits in Georgia. Okay, I think we should demand that. Well, you're endangering people's lives. Okay, quit. Lock the door and leave. Quit. Resign. If you're a constitutional officer and the people voted you in office and you can't provide them the services at this time, wear a face mask, wear a hazmat suit, resign, get out. Well, I just will not issue same-sex marriage permits. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and issue them against my religious beliefs. But this coronavirus, no gun permits. Right, anyhow, I know I get off on this damn stuff. Here is the billboard that they put up over there for those. I have two left. Here's my headphones. I think I have two left. I already got a couple requests. If you've requested a shirt, I'll get it to you. And Doc over at Cherokee Guns said he'd get me some more. Can you see this? How's it showing up? That's Cherokee Guns. Text me, put our number up now, and tell me you want a shirt. You got to say you want a shirt, and I'll send you the Cherokee Gun shirt. I'll get it out to you, I promise. All right. Now, let's wrap up the morning. We're going to run through some rapid pictures, okay? And then we're going to ask our Magic 8 Ball the question of the day. I do these, folks, just to show you what they are trying to create out there, the panic and where it's coming from. Remember what I told you. Orchestrated economic collapse. Okay, put up number one. These are the kind of people, okay? Now, Stephen Ratner there on MSNBC is the one not even 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe. Okay? Not even 3 weeks ago is the one. All right? Sorry, I thought something was moving. Not even 3 weeks ago, this guy is the one that was on the show, okay, showing the charts and graphs telling you it was Obama's economy. All right? Now, that being said, all right, orchestrated economic collapse, same people that lied to you about everything else, everything. Russian collusion, Kavanaugh, Avenatti, Michael Cohen, General Flynn, dossier, Hillary Clinton, lied to you about everything and upheld the evil in this world, is now who's carrying this water. So there's number one. That's why I show it to you, number one. Number two, there's Joe, the evil one. White House expects spike in coronavirus cases. Number three, here's the doctor. I forget her name. Biggs. Is it Biggs? Nice lady. She tries they leave out when they stand up there and say, don't everybody panic. This is the only way we can get this out of the system, all right? It's the only way we can flush it out of the system. Don't everybody panic. But no, more than 8,000 confirmed cases, 150 deaths. Get ready. Number 4, stock market continues to fall amid coronavirus panic. Number 5, look at them all. Ventilators on. Everything's on. It's in setting where face masks are not available. It's setting in. Healthcare providers might use homemade masks or a bandana. Put a bandana or a scarf. Cover your mouth. Here it is. Let's scare the hell out of the parents and grandparents. Save the kids. Number 6. Adults 20 to 54. 38% of them are hospitalized. Oh my God, get Junior's ass off the beach. Number 7, here it is. Historic decline in economic unfold. Now, the estimate is we're going to go down and up, but they want you to stay in a recession. And trust me, they're working on it now. Economists are calling this and saying several that it's going to be a V. Okay? Down and right back up. We're all ready to go back to work. We're all ready to buy. We're all ready to do everything. Eyes are wide open in America. But they don't want it to be a V. They're working on it now to try to stop the V, the return. Okay. Orchestrated collapse of the economy. Orchestrated prevention to return the economy. Whatever the hell I'm saying, you understand? They're working on it now. We must stop this economy from coming back. Number 8. Number 9, the declining GDP. Number 10, Trump dismisses lag in securing ventilators. Says hospitals are supposed to have ventilators too. Mr. President, did you realize we didn't have enough ventilators? Yes, I was getting up every morning saying, do we have enough ventilators? What the hell's wrong with you damn people? 11, items needed by hospitals. N95 masks. Stop construction now. All of you on construction sites, all of you construction companies, stop now. Go out in your warehouse, and if you have these masks on your shelves, you have to turn them into the government. If the government stops by and finds out you have masks, you're in big trouble, baby. I'm telling you. No. They're asking, okay? Ventilators, face shields, medical gowns, and gloves. 12. Stock market nearly erases Trump's presidential gains. And they're loving it. Number 13. I like to get a couple shots of Minka trying to stretch her face out. Trump dismisses lag in securing ventilators. Number 14. Trump labels himself a wartime president. The battle against coronavirus. Number 15, we showed you this earlier. We'll do it again really quick. Macy's, Bloomingdale's, they're closing. Number 16, restaurants. No steak and eggs for you at Denny's. No Grand Slam breakfast. No endless pancakes, damn it, at IHOP. And a nice pot of coffee. Boom. You know, damn it, let me just say this right now. And this pisses me off. The truck drivers, can we not show America's truck drivers a little more damn respect? They are trying to get your damn toilet paper back to the shelf and all the other crazy ass stuff that you went and bought that you didn't need. They're trying to replenish America. You close the damn rest stops. You close the restaurants where a guy can just, get him we call them flapjacks. In some parts of the country, call them hot cakes. In another part, pancakes, whatever the hell. Guy can't go in and get a set of flapjacks, have a cup of coffee, and relax. No, he can't. Sure as hell can't pull that 18-wheeler through an Arby's drive-through window. No disrespect to Arby's, okay? And then states like Pennsylvania close the rest area. Oh, I got to go. Do you realize if a CDL truck driver gets out, hides behind the truck, and looks this way and takes a leak, if he gets caught, do you realize he has to go up on the sexual predator list, I think. Yeah. Don't quote me, but yeah. Don't tell me I'm wrong. All right. What was you doing? I couldn't find a rest area. Ain't you got a Coke bottle in the truck? I'm sorry, folks. I know you could have done without that, but damn it. It just, wow. It pissed me off that a trucker can't stop and take a whiz. There you go. Put that up on Facebook. See how fast it gets taken down. Number 16, restaurants. We got that. Number 17, nearly 1 out of 5 households. Number 18, General Motors, Ford, Fiat temporarily closing. 19, movie theaters. The movie theater in LJ closed. Closed. Movie theaters. Can't go to the movie. Number 21, Trump told Mnuchin to go big, and $1 trillion stimulus emerged. Number 2, Americans, we get 2 checks under Treasury Department proposal. What happens when they come back and say 2 checks was not enough? We need 4 checks. We need 4 checks. Let's see what else I got here. All right, let's just go ahead and put this up because there's a couple things I want to talk about before we close, and I have 6 minutes. Let's go with number 25. America's eyes are wide open. Now, we see news outlets claiming worst case scenario, 2.2 million could die. Okay. You have watched on social media, you get mad and say, no more joking around. You've watched on social media. Okay. There's a couple that are going around. It's funny how homeschool is going where mom has all the kids duct taped and tied up and they're laying on the floor and she's how working from home is going and the kids are there. Then you got the dad saying, I told you, Jimmy, it's 5 apples. I love that one. Okay. So homeschooling. And then you got the husband that puts up, a little joking meme says, quarantine with my wife. If you find me dead, it was not the coronavirus. Okay. And then here's one that just came in. Day 1 of working from home. My wife has already filed a harassment complaint to HR. Okay. Now, that being said, I take all of those little funnies and I turn them into America's eyes are wide open. All right. Well, obviously, you can't stay home with the kids all the time, but why do you have? If you can homeschool, if you could go online and find these areas of learning to educate our children, teach our children, why do you need to break ground on that $4.5 million elementary school? Maybe it doesn't have to be that big. Maybe kids could go to school 3 days a week and have home learning. Well, who's going to stay home with them? Wait a minute. I'm just saying. I think America's eyes are wide open. Now, what is really sad is the first turn of events was being upset because of canceled sporting events, which we all love. Now, finally today, we are a little concerned with the waiter and the waitress. We're a little concerned with the person that makes deliveries. We're a little concerned with the person that washes dishes. We're a little concerned with the people that work in the casinos. We're a little concerned with the people that make the beds in the hotels. But it's kind of concerning where we started it's interesting where we started our concern. Let me put it that way. But I think our eyes are wide open. That's my point. I think America's eyes are wide open now. And when you see 153 fatalities, if this turns out to be 10,000, and sadly, we don't want it to be 10,000, we're not dumb. There's moms in America that lost their child to a drunk driver. I'm sorry to close this way, and if you're out there nationally, I want you to stay with me because this happened in North Georgia. We're concerned on who's quarantined and where. We're concerned on who touches our telephone. We're concerned on if we can have people in our courthouses. We're concerned on whether we can have a meeting with somebody and share a cup of coffee. I'm going to pull one thing out. Recently, and I mean recently, just this week, maybe Sunday morning, 2 a.m., I don't know, in Blue Ridge, Georgia, a toddler, I think 2 years old, a toddler was killed in a car accident. And I struggle with this because it just bothers the hell out of me. And I know who else it bothers, my dear friend. One of our reporters had actually heard the accident from their house. Come to find out, the toddler that was killed by a drunk driver. Come to find out, the toddler that was killed by the drunk driver was driving on a suspended license and had 2 prior DUIs. 2 prior DUIs. This will be the 3rd one, and was driving on a suspended license. Well, we can't stop everybody. I got it. Also, the guy that killed the toddler had multiple underage drinking violations on their record. You know, folks, Sunday about 2 a.m., a 2-year-old up here on the corner was killed by a drunk driver with 2 prior drunk driving arrests, prior underage drinking violations, arrests, and killed a kid. You see, America's eyes are wide open. And if 10,000 people die, it's not okay. But if 10,000 people die, we also know somebody did something to us very bad. Just saying. So our magic 8-ball question of the day, let's see. Should social distancing include your wife? I'm so sorry. Stay away from your wife. I don't know. Oh, hell, am I in trouble? Should social distancing include your wife? Let's see. I can't read this. Reply hazy. Try again. Sorry. I was trying to help you guys out there. Reply is hazy. We got to try again. I'm your host, BKP. Now, don't forget, we're already past 10, but let me let you know, we are going to have Ask the Doc with Dr. Ray Tidman is going to be with us, Dr. William Whaley, myself, and I think Dr. Marlowe. So we're going to have a special Ask the Doc. I will put that on social media, put the ways they can find us there. I'll put that on social media. We are going to have the All-Star Political Panel. We will not have the Pet of the Week. Our friend Rena had to go to Florida, so we'll not have the Pet of the Week unless they have somebody else bring it. And I will be getting in touch with Jessie Barton to see if she will be making it, and if she's able to, the Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall, because nursing homes, assisted living, all the above, there's things going on right now. If she can make it, then we're going to have her talk about scams on seniors that may be coming up. So I'm your host, BKP. We will be at Circuit World in Blue Ridge at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Don't forget, contact us if you have anything going on or you need to get the word out about something, you need help with anything. It doesn't matter. That's our number. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Take us out of here.